What is going on, my fellow fellas? It is your boy illumity here, and today I'll be pitting Origins' staffs against Der Eisendrache's bows to see which one is better, part 1 of 4. I'll be going over a few different things for the quote-unquote grading. As a precursor for what I'm about to say, just know that this video is in no way statistical or serious, it's mainly just my opinion, and not a very serious comparison. Into the categories, I'll be grading off of these things: duration of survival, obtainment, immediate kill power, campability, trainability, and for fun, aura. Yes, these categories are not very serious. To start the series, we'll be doing the Ice Staff versus the Lightning Bow, arguably the two most popular and possibly best of their respective groupings. I'll be going into a full game with both of these weapons, and I'll base my comparisons off of those games. I'm also not a perfect zombies player, but I have no bias in these types of videos, meaning I'll be trying equally as hard with both of these weapons. Thank you to Exotears for the video idea. I hope I pronounced that right. If you do end up enjoying this video, make sure to like and sub. Comment down below what kind of versus videos you want to see next from me. Go follow my new Twitch channel. And one more quick thing before I get into the video is that I did this first part of the video while streaming just because I want to start doing that more. So I mean, if you guys want to see that kind of thing more or less, just let me know in the comments. I know some people don't like having the chat on the screen, but I personally like doing that because I just love streaming, and I think that answering some of the chat's questions while recording is pretty fun. So let me know if you guys want to see that more or less. But with all that out of the way, enjoy the rest of the video. All right guys, here we are on Origins, where we are going to be getting the Ice Staff. Now, I mean, I would normally just only use the Ice Staff for a video like this, but it is kind of hard to get, so I think we're gonna allow ourselves to use a bit of other weapons before we like actually get to using the Ice Staff. But after that, it should be like exclusively only the Ice Staff. But yeah, another reason why I'm on Black Ops 3 instead of, you know, playing on Origins' native game, which is Black Ops 2, of course. I was thinking before I started like recording this video, how would I make it fair? Because, you know, Black Ops 3, you die in like 4 hits, whereas Black Ops 2, you die in like 3 hits. It's +1 actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 4 and 5. But yeah, so I was wondering like, how do I make that fair? And then I was like, oh wait, Black Ops 3 has Origins, so I could just play Origins on Black Ops 3. I feel so dissociated right now. Like, I haven't played video games in like years, even though it's, you know, probably been less than 24 hours. But it feels like my monitor is like 12 years away from my face. If you watch my videos, you know that I'm kind of infatuated with McDonald's sweet tea. I got their coffee for the first time ever. Like, this is my first time drinking coffee in so long because I'm not a coffee drinker. I try not to rely on like caffeine and stuff like that for energy, but I said, fuck it. You know what? We're gonna drink some coffee, and you know what? It's pretty all right. I am so not locked in right now. I'm kind of just like focusing on everything that isn't a game. And why not? We'll just finish off this round with, I guess not finish off the round, but finish off the rest of the zombies with the death machine. And I think, what is it? Snow round? Ice round? Did I almost just call it an ice round? I don't know. What do you guys call those rounds when it's snowing? I mean, pretty fucking obvious. It sounds like a snow round, but like saying snow round doesn't sound right, but also thinking of it as a snow round sounds right. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, so pretty much we're just waiting around for the snow round to happen. That still sounds wrong. The ice round is what I want to call it, but that sounds even worse like when actually saying it, but it sounds right in my brain. I don't know. It's kind of like this weird thing. Like, I'm just gonna fucking, I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, 2 shield pieces, and I think we can make it all the way to Gen 3 on this round without having to kill any more zombies. Yes, that is beautiful. I forget how much like doors cost on a shit ton of maps. Like, not even only Origins, but especially maps like Origins, Mob of the Dead. I don't know. Do people actually remember how much a door costs? I mean, there's so many doors in zombies that like I don't know how you would do that. I mean, some of them are obvious, like the Mob of the Dead C block door, that's 2,000 points. Come on now. Or the Nuketown like 1 drop door, that's 3,000 points. It's those like super outlandish and like wild and stupid doors that are like really easy to remember. I think I should have spun the box while I was over there, TBCH, but yeah, you know what? We got the Kuda right here. World's most boring weapon, but it'll do the job, I guess. Also, tell me if the stream looks good or not, because I don't know, something about, oh my gosh, something about this just feels weird. But it might just be on my end. Is it just me or my bullets lagging? So many things just feel like they're weird right now. I'm playing evil Black Ops 3 or some shit. Gobblegum, get them. No, I do not. I don't use Gobblegums in my videos. I mean, I do use classics, which is why I have the ones right here. But, you know, since I don't really use Gobblegums that much, they don't stay in my mind very often. So if I'm thinking about it, then I'll get it. But if not, then I usually don't get it. But I guess I can get one right now. All I'm really looking for is an in plain sight. So yeah. Xbox 360 or PS3. I started my gaming journey. Oh wait, no, I haven't gotten the other Ice Staff piece yet. I started my gaming journey, like actually delved into gaming and stuff on like in terms of consoles, I started on the 360, but either way, I still think the 360 is the better of the two between that and the PS3. For the next generation, I think the PS4 is better than the Xbox One, not 360. Other way around for latest gen, I think the Xbox Series X is better than the PS5. I mean, up until like a month ago, Game Pass was one of like the best things you could get. Then they fucking increased the price by $10 because can't have nice things nowadays, I guess. Even though I don't use fucking Xbox Series X, I still felt that on my soul. I feel like a hardworking individual right now drinking this coffee because I don't normally drink coffee, and hardworking individuals normally drink coffee. Not to say that I don't think I'm a hardworking individual, I guess, but my image of somebody who's like working a crane on like a construction site, they're wearing like a flannel and jeans, and above their flannel they're wearing their like work vest, and then they're drinking a coffee and then listening to like Morgan Wallen or something. That's what I think of. Speaking of images in like people's minds, I guess that's more of like a schema or framework or something, but are you guys able to see like visualize things in your mind? Because I'm not able to. I also don't have a voice in my head. I was just talking to somebody about this, but like me and my friend group, we had like this whole thing. Like we started talking about this about a month or two ago. 4 out of the 6 friends in my friend group, not including me and one other person, like are able to visualize things in their mind like that. And me and this other person were not able to, and they kept making fun of us for it. I don't know. So how it works for me, like typically the example people will give you is think of a red apple. How I see it in my brain, I can think of the idea of it. Maybe like think of it like this, like an invisible outline. That makes a lot of sense actually, but I can't actually think of like the red apple. I also don't have a voice in my head that like reads to me. I typically enjoy reading out loud, as well as if I am reading inside my head, I like to have like an audiobook as well as reading it on paper. So I don't know, dude, it's really fucking weird. But coffee ASMR, shit, I mean, give me a sec. I don't know how this is gonna work, but okay, it just doesn't go into the mic. Let me try one more time. I'm gonna take off the lid and see if I can like slurp it really loud. That sounds fucking terrible. I'm not sure if that got picked up into the mic or not because I couldn't hear over the sound of me slurping. Holy fuck, that sounds even worse. Can I open the other door? No, okay. I'm pretty sure that one's 1250. You know what? I'm gonna kill the zombie, then check how much it is, just because I'm feeling swagger like that. It's 1,000. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I'm talking about. Like, I was trying to be cool, nonchalant, say like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this door is 1250, so I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna end the round because I have to do that anyway if I want to open this door. And then what do you fucking know? I don't remember the cost, and apparently it's 1,000. Fuck me, I guess. Trying to act nonchalant in the big 25 on stream only backfires. Man, I love Black Ops 3 though, because you can customize these guns in zombies. Man, that's wild. I couldn't imagine what it would be like not hearing you're typing or reading, and I have a super vivid imagination. If I get into reading something, it almost looks like a movie. I have a good imagination and stuff. I say as like I also am dogging on my own like artistic abilities in like 10 videos prior to this or whatever. So for example, yesterday when I was thinking about like building in Minecraft, I think first I was thinking about modern houses and how I would build them, and like I could think of the idea of a modern house, but like I can't actually visualize in my head block by block or not even anything close to that. Oh shit, oh my gosh, oh this is precarious. Oh wait, I forgot I had a shield. Is it just me, or is my voice that I hear when I'm talking to myself has one volume? I can't whisper or I can't scream. That's an interesting way to think about that, I guess. I've never thought about that. Wait, hold on. How would I talk to myself? Would it be in a moderate it wouldn't be like loud at all. You might be onto something there, Clyde. I think I might launch a research paper about that. We interviewed 20 people, asking them how loud their talking to themselves voice is. I haven't talked about the game at all this entire stream / video, so finally we are to the point of getting the gramophone. This is going better than, I don't have the fucking black disc. This is going better than most of my Origins games, save what I just did right there and not grabbing the fucking disc. The plan from here is obviously just get the ice staff, and then once I get the ice staff, I'll just pack-a-punch it and continue to only use that for probably the rest of the game. I might grab like a different gun just in case I run out of ammo. But yeah, we're going to be testing a few different categories on the stream here. 2 of them that I'll mention like preemptively is we're going to be testing the campability of the ice staff and the trainability of the ice staff. So how well can they camp and train respectively? I guess I could also explain the other categories because I didn't really explain it in the video's intro that well. Aura is literally just how fucking cool I think they are, how much aura they have. Immediate kill power is just how fast they can kill like immediately. Like if a zombie's right in front of you, you're red screened, you're like 1 health point away from taking damage and losing your 1 million round game. How fast can it kill in front of you? So the last two are duration of survival, which is pretty objective. There's no real opinion to be had there. And then obtainment, which is opinion based, where I pretty much just depict like which one has a better obtainment pathway between the two, the staff and the bow. Fucking, I didn't put any points into visualization of like ideas, so I must have put them into something else while I was creating my character. Like I can see the image of myself holding and turning a ball in my head. Top 3 games of all time, what are they? Good question. I have a very skewed list because, so when I was younger, I never had Xbox Live. I couldn't play online. I think what caused me to do what I'm about to say is because of that, but pretty much when I got Xbox Live / like started being able to play online with friends, I completely canceled out all of what I used to do, which was single player gaming. Things like, you know, the Call of Duty campaign, playing the free games on Xbox, playing story mode games, stuff like that, and substituted it for exclusively online gaming. So think like I only really play Fortnite, Rocket League, online Call of Duty if I am playing Call of Duty. Or I guess this is solo, but it's not really like a story mode. So a lot of my games in the top like 10 or even 15 or something like that are games that have no kind of story whatsoever. Why the fuck did I not build the ice staff? Holy shit, I'm stupid. Okay, we got the ice staff. At least for the first part of obtaining it, it's pretty streamlined, pretty easy, not much going on with the ice staff. But we're not talking about that yet. So we can go straight into the upgrade process though, which is pretty nice. And I think that starts with the puzzle in the place of the time and thing. Some of my favorited images on my phone are the fucking staff guides. Can't go wrong with a fucking Origins staff guide. Like I know how to do the like the rest of it. I just don't know this first part because I don't memorize the ice staff thing. I don't think anybody has actually, unless you're a speedrunner. Deficiency in visualizing, proficiency in script writing. I would, what the fuck did I, oh my gosh. Yo, I'm losing it, dude. Holy shit. I have a deficiency in everything right now. I grabbed the the lightning tunnel disc instead of the fucking wind tunnel disc because I forgot they're on the opposite sides. I could just go into the lightning tunnel, but I prefer the wind tunnel more just because, I mean, they're pretty much like equidistant away from the center area, but I like the other one more because I put the shield in there, so it's like, it's whatever. Let's do this ice staff thing real quick. Shout out to Glitching Queen for the ice staff guide, as always. I'm really looking out for small YouTubers here, so when I read it, creates a really cursed version of what I'm supposed to see, lol. That sounds fun. I bet it would look a lot like this. Yeah. Also, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Legendary equidistant mention. Illumity scientist moment. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I just use like the most fucking complicated and I was gonna say strategic. What's the, okay, hold on. I need to sound smart here. This is imperative that I sound smart here. What is the word for someone's vocabulary? Oh, okay. Sometimes, hold on. Let's reset so I sound really smart. I don't know, man. Sometimes my lexicon levels are like off the fucking chart. Like I say the most complicated and complex stuff that describes it in the best way possible. There we go. What a legendary pull. Lexicon in the 2025, dude. Who else do you know that's saying lexicon in 2025? I need fucking Jug. I've been going by the grace of Black Ops 3 and the fact that we don't die in 2 hits. I don't even think I've been red screen yet though, to be fair. But yeah, I need Jug and I need it bad if I want to upgrade this ice staff, because going into the crazy place with only a Kuda and a wish and a dream is kind of like hell. Let me drink some coffee because it's gonna be not hot soon. It's already bordering like lukewarm, so that's kind of depressing for my first coffee in ages. Dutch Bros took the fucking world by storm, I swear. Maybe nobody knows what I'm talking about, but there's this thing in my state called Dutch Bros, which is a coffee spot, and I'm not sure if it's in other states, but judging on how fucking popular it is in Colorado, I would assume they branched off to other places. Maybe it didn't even start in Colorado. It's like Skynet, and I haven't watched Terminator or whatever the fuck that came from, but I imagine Dutch Bros is like Skynet, where it's like something gets introduced to the world or something like that, and then it just like takes over. It's like some evil scheme, I swear, even though it's just coffee. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go buy more Kuda ammo. I sound fucking insane right now. Holy shit. New viewers, tune out of the stream before you get brainwashed. I don't actually think Dutch Bros is like a evil scheme or anything, but like the way that it took the fucking Colorado by storm. When Dutch Bros got introduced to where I live, I swear it was the only thing people talked about for the next decade, even though it's only been here for like a year and a half. A lukewarm, mayhaps even tepid cup of tea is the most insane tier drink. Tepid is a great descriptor. I mean, I don't really drink coffee, but I have drank tea a lot in the past. I like La Calm black tea with a bit of sugar in it and a bit of milk. And yeah, that's pretty much my tea. But we are on the last step of quote unquote obtaining. I guess we already have obtained the ice staff, but we are like fully upgrading it now. And I mean, honestly, round 6, we should have it by round 7. Fuck. We should have it by round 7. And the obtainment is pretty easy. But that's not all that the obtainment category is looking for. Why is fucking eye candy still active, actually? How have I not realized this until now? Oh, well, I mean, it's not like hindering me in any way. It does look a little bit weird. We'll change the colors real quick. Oh yeah, this feels like a custom map. All right, let's change it up one more time. Oh shit, okay, so we got the ice staff. Gonna pick up this max ammo, because why the fuck not? Even though we're not gonna have the Kuda. I would love to get to the ice staff, but these fucking rocks are in my way, and unfortunately I'm not Oryx from Rainbow Six Siege, so. But anyways, we have our ice staff now. Pretty simple, pretty easy to get. I haven't even used the ice staff on any zombies, like the non-upgraded version. I guess I should have done that, but yeah, now we have the ice staff. The real power is going to come now, and we can actually like start delving into the other topics like campability, trainability. The other 2 things, or I guess 3, will be dealt with afterwards. And we're pretty much just going to be trying to survive as long as possible. Whether or not that means camping or training or a mix of both or doing them at different times. That looked really weird, actually. Kind of cool. I don't know, but we're just going to be trying to survive as long as possible. Finally got Jug on round 6. Feels a little bit overdue for a map like Origins, but same could be said for something like Stamina, which is a absolute must-have, especially if you're playing on Black Ops 2 Origins. Slide canceling is the best thing ever. If you've never played Black Ops 3 before, you hate everything about Black Ops 3. 2 things. 1, go play Black Ops 3. If you don't hate it, go learn how to slide cancel and you're gonna love the game. And 2, if you do hate the game for some reason, try slide canceling and you'll immediately not hate the game. I don't know how that works, but trust me, it does. Okay, wow. Oh my gosh, Origins looks so Origins-like now. Wait, what am I doing? I shouldn't be using this. Ice staff, everyone. Yeah, I like how I'm still not using it. I'm just using the fucking melee. But the first feature that I want to show off of the ice staff is the charge shot. You just pretty much shoot it down and now we're just safe, like for a solid 13 seconds or so. It's kind of broken, but it is the ice staff for a reason. Hyper iconic weapon. The person who made this video idea, how they wanted to match it up, because I was saying, you know, some stabs are way better than the bows, some bows are way better than the stabs are. How they said I should match it up is kind of just based on popularity. So the Stormbow and the ice staff are, I would say, pretty commonly believed to be the most popular of their respective groupings. Yeah, that's kind of why I just started off with this for the first video. Holy shit, we just melted that Panzer with the insta-kill. Why am I still using this? Holy shit. It's just instinct, dude. I don't want to waste my ammo on like one zombie. I guess we're kind of doing the training thing right now. And just to give a small synopsis on the ice staff in regards to its training, it's honestly not that great because it's, this is another category we're going over. Its immediate kill power is also not that great. And typically when you're training, you want to kill those zombies ASAP. Once we actually get to camping though, which is my preferred method of high rounding, quote unquote, on Origins, the ice staff will really begin to shine in the gameplay, or like, I don't know, just talking about your day or some shit. Why am I still using this? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I need to go replace this with like a Mauser or something. Definitely gonna probably get the golden shovel before we get the Mauser, just because that's my luck. I've gotten 3 zombie spawns. That is absolutely insane. I normally don't ever get them. I actually do have room for 1 more perk, but I'm not sure what that would be. Pretty much between Widow's Wine, Cherry, and Speed Cola though. Widow's Wine is the ultimate bailout perk. It's like using a Mega Knight in Clash Royale. It's kind of like you throw it down or you like activate the Widow's Wine and you're kind of just like safe for like the incoming 10 to 20 seconds. Could probably go for the G-Strikes. I think I'm gonna need the G-Strikes actually because Origins needs every advantage it has because Der Eisendrache is a significantly easier map than Origins is. G-Strikes are nice. Motherfucker. Okay, there is a generator under attack right now. This is the worst part of Origins by far and it's not even close. You could be having a great day, like nothing's going wrong. You could have just won the fucking lottery and then Origins is what made you think of the lottery because you hopped on Origins, spun a gobblegum, and you were like, Man, spinning gobblegums feels like the lottery, so I'm gonna go spin the lottery now. I don't know why. That's a really random scenario, but I'm sure it's happened to everybody at least once in their life. You could have been having a nice day on Origins. You go get your scratch-off ticket from the gas station. You come back after winning $10 million. Then the fucking Templar zombies show up, like completely invalidates that $1 million or 10 million you just earned. I don't remember how much it was. It's like it just takes the like money straight out of your bank. It's hard talking so much because I wear out my own fucking voice by how much I talk, but it's also easy because I'm constantly just thinking of new things to talk about for some reason. This is why I want to like start using a face cam. It feels more natural to stop talking for an extended period of time when you have a face cam because people can see your body language. Okay, but we got the G-Strike tablet. Yeah, it's a lot more natural for people to like see that you're not talking and also be able to see your actual face rather than like stopping talking in the middle of a stream. It's almost like I could have walked away from my setup and nobody would have known because I don't have a camera or anything like that for people to see. Anyways, though, I should probably talk about the game here because yeah, we are doing something pretty important right now. We got the G-Strike tablet like halfway cleansed. We're kind of just bringing it back to the home base right now, and then we'll finally have G-Strikes. I would chalk up what I've been doing recently to kind of just training, not really camping, even though we are in like the same areas and I'm not even really using the ice staff, come to think about it. We've kind of like done a little bit of training. Like, I don't know, if you're training with an SMG on like Black Ops 3 and you're using an AAT, that was fucking hard as hell. Anyways, wait, no, I know what I can do. This is so smart. I'll throw my gun in the pack-a-punch machine and never pick it back up. The reason that I'm only doing one of the respective wonder weapons per video is because, I mean, I was gonna do 2 and then have it in 2 parts. Obviously, these are wonder weapons. They are the highest caliber of weapons, so if I were to do 2 stabs and 2 bows in one video, then that video would be like, it would have the potential to go on for at least an hour 20 plus. Let's see how this ice staff does against the panzers without the insta-kill. Okay, it's still 3 shots, which is pretty, you know, pretty fucking good. I don't know where to train on this map. I might just run a full map kind of wait, no, the tank area. Yes, I remembered it this time. Somebody told me to do that while I was on stream. I tried to do it and I think I just died like right then and there. Okay, so if I move this tank out of the way, this training area becomes a lot bigger and possibly the best one on Origins. Like, look at all this space. I mean, we are running in mud, but where on Origins are you not running in mud? Let's be completely honest. Honestly, this spot is kind of precarious, but once again, where in Origins is not a precarious fucking camping training spot? Oh my gosh, holy. I guess I could probably spin for another gobblegum while looking at that sad Gen 4. Honestly, I could probably just throw a G-Strike and then everything should be taken care of. That didn't cross over, did it? That's close enough. Watch this shit. If you've never seen the G-Strike before, you're about to witness a marvel in zombies engineering. Oh my gosh. What is it gonna look like when there's 2 of them? Oh my. Okay, you know what that was? Oh, it's because they're at different times. Are they? Is that one gonna blow? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that wasn't as overwhelming as I thought, but yeah. Okay, hold on. This is a genuine question I have. What would you call something that isn't underwhelming or overwhelming? Would you just call it like whelming? I mean, I know there's words that mean like standard is an example of like something that's in between under and overwhelming. But if you were to incorporate whelming into a word between under and overwhelming, would you just call it whelming? Illumity philosopher quotes. Part 1. This is one of those spots where if this like box was just knocked out of the way, it would be at least 3.5 times better. Please tell me I have a shield still. Stay away from me. I think we're done training with the ice staff. It's like I said, it's real like shining power is camping, so I think we could probably just go ahead and do that now. And there's only one place I like to camp on Origins, and you will see that shortly. But first, I have to grab my perk, cause in the amidst giant fucking wither storm of zombies that's approaching. Oh wait, I guess I still haven't said what my top 3 games of all time are. I don't know why the wither storm made me think of that from fucking Minecraft story mode, but I think I'd have to throw Black Ops 2 on there. Not even for the like standard reasons that other people would say, like the campaign was really good or the zombies was really good. I mean, I do think the Zombies was really good. I haven't played the campaign because I'm not a campaign type of guy, but Black Ops 2 was just a fucking ginormous part of my childhood, and you know, nowadays I play it to make money, so it's like, yeah, I love Black Ops 2. I don't think I'll ever stop playing it. What else? I want to go with the basic answer like Minecraft, but honestly, I do love Minecraft, but I feel like there's better choices. Plus, Minecraft hasn't really been super peak within the last few years, in my experience at least. Okay, but we're pretty much gonna start camping now. I would say, honestly, now I shouldn't really be talking about the Stormbow preemptively, like before I start using it. That and the Ice Staff both aren't really super good for training. Their real like capabilities lie in camping, which is why I think they're so popular, because much more people prefer camping over training. Why am I still like training? Jeez, dude, I almost just died because I'm still continuing to train. I mean, training is so much more ammo efficient, which is why I think I just defaulted to training, but my heart wants to camp, my mind wants to train, because the ammo situation is always in my mind. It's just like, what the fuck? I was just about to say, it's just like getting as many points as possible. Just always thinking about that over like prioritizing my life. I'm kind of like camping and training hybrid right now, because I mean, realistically, using a half charge shot on like 4 to 6 zombies really ain't worth it. But also training up the zombies for, you know, a few seconds isn't really quote-unquote training. We're still kind of camping. It's just camping with a like modification of actually giving a fuck about our ammo. I think the zombies lore is actually really cool. Maybe I just have a bias because I like zombies, but all the topics they talk about, like multiverse things, all that stuff is cool. It's not even like super well written or anything. Like, I actually think it's pretty convoluted and complex. Hard to understand the lore unless you watch a 6-hour fucking video about it. Gen 1 is under attack. That is mega unfortunate. We're gonna pop one of these and use my pure luck and skill to get near Gen 1. What the fuck? It actually worked. I can kind of just grab this, then once the, you know, thangy malangy wears off, I guess. Oh my gosh! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my gosh! Just got fucking jumped. Luckily, I have a minigun, and they're fucking made out of like bags of like fucking defrosted meat. Hopefully, we can get to around 30. That'll contend decently, hopefully, with Der Eisendrache. Like I said, Origins is much more of a difficult, if you will, map, at least for me. I'm not familiar with the fucking all the Origins training slash camping slash everything strategies, but we do have alchemical on this map, which means we should be able to just, you know, fucking fire away at will without giving a fuck about our ammo too much. Zombie storyline must have had the voice actors so confused by the lines they were told to say. Bro, that is probably like one of the most true statements I have ever seen. Especially fucking Richtofen, dude. Like, oh my, holy shit! Could have built the shield. My goodness. Yeah, no, especially Richtofen though. His voice actor, I'm not sure how old he is or how hip he is with like video games or like lore between like Lovecraftian things or like, I don't know, stuff like that. Just stuff that involves like complicated lore and stuff like that. I'm not sure how hip he is with that kind of stuff. But he was probably fucking confused as all hell when he had to read some of these voices. I don't have enough for a charge shot. I was wondering why I couldn't shoot a charge shot that entire time. No. Oh man, I was wondering like, why couldn't I shoot the charge shot that whole time? Maybe I should have got speed cola in hindsight, but I mean, that wouldn't have been a case of whether or not speed cola would have helped. That was just me not reloading the fucking staff, I guess. Fire tunnel is the best for camping. Yeah, that would have been nice to know. Like I said, I'm not really hip with the fucking Origin strategies. I just play map and die on early round because I suck. That wasn't too bad of a run with the ice staff. We went over pretty much everything that we had to go over. Could have went more into a bit of both camping and training, but that coincides with duration of fucking survival because I just suck. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the Stormbow on Der Eisendrache and hopefully have a bit of a better experience with that. All right, it's time to find out if I even have Der Eisendrache installed. Okay, things are looking good. Holy shit, that's loud as fuck. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. I thought that I had cinematic volume all the way down. Why is it, how is it on max volume? I literally turned it down on stream and I'm pretty sure you guys even saw it in the video, but that's so weird. If you made it to this part of the video, congratulations. You made it past the part of the video in which I will yap uncontrollably about the most random and stupid shit. So hopefully you'll find me slightly less annoying in this part of the video because it's not a live stream. I am not talking to anybody, responding to anything. It's just pure unfiltered illumity, which sounds worse, honestly. I might have a small bias because I like Der Eisendrache more than Origins. It's, in my eyes, pretty much Origins, but like a little bit better. I guess it's not even really towards the towards Der Eisendrache as a whole, but I think the Stormbow is like significantly better, maybe. Keep in mind, this is coming from the mouth of a zombies player whose highest round is like 14 times like 2.5. No, I just I don't ever high round. I don't like play the game for anything like that. I don't get to the point of the game where either the Stormbow or the Ice Staff is suffering greatly. I'll die before that kind of thing happens, and it'll be no one's fault but my own. But within my limited experience of getting to, I'd say probably max round 40 on like both of these maps, I would probably say the Stormbow is better, but I don't know. We still have a whole game ahead of us. We have a lot to explore. Why? Okay, so I'm gonna preface the rest of this game by saying it has been like probably around a year since I played Der Eisendrache, so I'm not very locked in right now. I could have been getting the entire dragon over here done with already, but you know, I'm fucking stupid, so I don't think I'm gonna allow myself to use the Ragnaroks in this game because, I mean, unlike a monkey bomb or I guess like a tactical grenade of sorts, you know, the Ragnaroks are, one, genuinely overpowered, which, I mean, respectfully so, they're meant to be. But two, they recharge, so they're not finite. It's just, it would be way too, like, valuable of a resource, and it would definitely draw away from the Stormbow. I think I'm gonna spin the box here as well. I don't really want to continue on with the MR6 for too long. Ooh, the Locust. I love using the Locust. I mean, I would have maybe preferred something that has a lot less damage and a lot more ammo, like an SMG of sorts. But the Locust is aight, I guess. At least it's powerful. It'll carry us until we have our Wrath of the Ancients slash Laam, whatever the fuck. The Stormbow, yeah. I tried to be cool and like pronounce it. Something that I've wondered like my entire life is that when these fictional universes create languages, do they have like linguists create like a fake language? Like, obviously it doesn't have to be on the same level of complexity as literally any real world language. But yeah, okay, so pretty much, do they create like an actual quote unquote language, or do they just like put gibberish on a paper that kind of sounds cohesive to the rest of the gibberish that's on the piece of paper? For example, if this Der Eisendrache language that the bows are in was a gibberish language, all of them have like Kriya, something, Amla, Osu, Bolu, and you'll see that like as I go through this series if you haven't seen the names of these bows before. Most of them have like that sort of language. But is it a real language that they made, you know, 100 to 200 words for, or are they just genuinely writing gibberish on a piece of paper? When I watched Dune, I feel like I saw something about them creating like a real language for like the Dune universe, which, I mean, hats off to them. That's fucking really cool. And editing that fucking stream was like hell and a half though, because oh my gosh, I can't bear to listen to my own voice for any more than I already am right now, which I guess I'm technically listening to it because when I talk, I hear my voice come back through my headphones. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, fuck, does this dude ever shut the hell up? That's exactly what I think when I'm editing videos. Nah, but I have this really cool idea for a, like, video series, kind of like, not even a series, but like a style of videos that I want to start doing. I talked about it a bit on stream, but, you know, only like 2 or 3 people who saw that stream are gonna watch this video. Pretty much, it's, I was explaining this to my brother earlier. It would be kind of like a Storytime Animators channel if it had no animation and didn't really focus on story times, if that made sense, which it doesn't really make sense at all. I'm gonna try and get the shield like knocked out of the way already, but I kind of forgot where some of the pieces are. Hopefully I can just encounter it like right now or something. Oh, thank goodness. This is like the only spot that I remembered. The last one is downstairs in the pyramid room. Yes, okay. I'm gonna grab quick revive though real quick because this zombie is probably gonna kill me if I keep on doing what I'm doing. Interesting illumity factoid. I don't think I've ever played Der Eisendrache for a video, despite it being probably my favorite map along with Shadows of Evil. Okay, there we got the last shield part. Very nice. I wish these dogs had souls because they could be counting towards this dragon. I actually think I'm going to go do the one upstairs first because that one is a little bit harder to get. Plus I can build a shield up there. Wait, do I want to build a shield up there? Yeah, okay. I'll be training in the courtyard, so it'll be good if it's over here. As I was watching the video back, I would have like honestly ideally wished that I could have put Ice Staff portion of the video second and done this part first, just simply because I did the Ice Staff on stream. I realized that some people are gonna find me super duper annoying, so it will probably be better if people like People will probably tolerate me better if they watch this part of the video first and then like watch that second part next. Yeah, okay, we did get it done. I thought I was tweaking for a second, but nice. I don't know why, but round 6 feels scary. Like round 6 feels like it's round 20 right now, or 30 even. Maybe it's just because I'm without Jug. And I forgot how good this map looks though. Or maybe I'd never experienced how good it looks because I only now have decent graphics. Genuinely probably one of the best looking maps in Zombies. You know, something that's different between the older games and the newer games is the newer games have good graphics, but the maps are so uninspired and just, you know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know whose video I saw on this, but literally it's how the new maps go. It's literally just facility after facility after facility after facility. As in, starting in Cold War, D-Machine, it's a fucking, like, research and, like, nuclear fucking particle accelerator facility. Firebase Z, that's another research facility. Mauerderzelten, that's a really cool and inspired looking city that is honestly probably one of my favorite design maps in terms of map design, not in terms of anything else. Not saying that I don't like it. After that, we have Forsaken. What is that? Another fucking uninspired facility. Following that, on Black Ops 6, what do we have on Terminus? Another facility. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to notice a trend about these fucking maps where it's just a giant concrete underground or above ground building that has like a bunch of metal and like fence gates in it. People don't really like those. That's kind of why, at least within my space of people that I know, and I feel like a general population of the Zombies community, that's why I think people actually enjoyed Liberty Falls more than Terminus, because the map just felt more real. I mean, it's oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever taken off my headset in like a moment of rage at the video game before, but I don't know. Liberty Falls just feels like a fucking Zombies map, and Terminus just feels like a, I don't know. Anyways, I'm stupid and wasted a quick revive, so we have to do this, but we can go ahead and grab our Wrath of the Ancients now, so I will formally stop using, that doesn't sound right, but I think it is. Formally stop using my Wrath, no, my Locust, yeah. Although I will, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna need it later on if I want to. No, I don't need it later on. Okay, it's whatever. I still have it, I guess. Fuck it. Anyways, this is the first step of obtainment towards the lightning bow. And step numero dos, we just shoot this thingy malangy. Yep, nice and dandy. This one I think I actually do have memorized by heart. I don't think I'm gonna have to visit a guide anytime soon. Imagine if they never released the upgraded bows and it was just the Wrath of the Ancients. I think people would still think that they're like the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread, because I mean, the Wrath of the Ancients alone is just cool. If they made it stronger, it would literally, like, I feel like people would love it a lot. In a world where, like I said, where the other bows don't exist. All right, watch this shit. Boom, first try. Okay, I'm a bit rusty. That one didn't count, I guess. It'd be nice if this fucking zombie wasn't digging in me 24/7. Whatever, I'll just go over to the place where it's easiest, I guess. Might as well open up this while I'm here because I'm gonna need it for later. Nice, that was dead center. All right, and this one should be pretty easy. Okay, well, clearly I guess not. We are not going to be getting the Ragnarok, so I guess I shouldn't stay here. We also aren't going to be getting Pack-a-Punch, so I don't know why I had to go over there and activate that thing. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go. I'm actually not sure what the next step is. I think it might be running on the tiles. Yeah, okay, so it is running on the tiles. My memory is not crazy flawed, I guess. That's nice. I used to mess up on this step all the time for some reason. I don't know why. Literally, all you have to do is jump up here and then hold W while turning your fucking camera along with the natural curve of the wall. I don't know how you could possibly mess that up, but I did it, so yeah. Next step is unfortunately soul boxes, which are quite tedious and, you know, like probably the only step of obtaining this that I actually dislike. I guess the last step is also a soul box. Fuck! If I do end up running out of ammo on my Wrath of the Ancients during this step though, we will of course switch over to the Locust. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. What? Did I seriously miss that? World's best zombies player. Okay, there we go. I barely even hit it that time. I think in a case like this, I am going to allow myself to use the Locust before I run out of ammo. Just because, I mean, this quest literally revolves around us having ammo in the Wrath of the Ancients, so I would just have to wait until I get my next max ammo until I can continue on with the rest of, like, the obtainment path. So in a case like this, I am going to allow myself to use an ulterior weapon, but it's just for the sake of the video, and getting shit faster. Plus, I mean, we only got 2 rounds until the big P shows up, so I've never referred to a Panzer as the big P before, but I think that's gonna stick. I like the big P, sounds funny as fuck. All right, I think we are all good in the neighborhood on this one right here. So I've never actually done this before, but I'm going to skip shooting the, what's it called? I'm going to skip shooting it for now, and I'm just going to move straight over to the last area. So then hopefully I can do it all within one fell swoop. This part of the map is scary, and for that reason, I'm going to pause my music because you need to listen out for 2 things. 1, you need to listen out for the fucking rocket launching, and 2, you need to listen out for, if the rocket launches, electrical and flame zombies. And I don't want to get jumped right now, so I feel like, you know, I'm like pausing my music. Smart thing to do. I can just tell the second I walk out here. I'm not even joking to you. It's gonna turn on. I actually just missed that shit. Fuck. Big P is gonna show up and we're not gonna have a bow now. Fuck. Okay, thank goodness. I have one more chance to try and fucking hit the hardest shot. The question is, will I capture it or just let it slip? All right, we got one chance at this. It didn't work. All right, we got one chance at this. All right, come on. Lock in. This is... my entire life has been leading up to this. Come on. Oh my gosh! Holy shit! That was beautiful. Do I have to shoot that thing, actually? No, I just have to press on it here, and then it'll return the arrow to me. But the great thing about this is that, once I grab this arrow, I put it onto the fucking soul box downstairs, and I get a maxi. So, yeah. Nice max ammo right there, and we will have our bow by the time Big P shows up, so that's nice. Y'all remember what happened with David? How is he not, like, in a courtroom yet? You'd probably enjoy this storm bow that we have in our hands now. Look at this thing. It looks fucking awesome. In terms of the things that we have to go over, we already did obtainment. Duration of survival is just, you know, free-flowing. Just goes with the course of the video. I am going to start out, though, with training, because camping will come later, just like how I did on the ice staff. I'll show off the non-charge shot, because honestly, to keep it a buck, I don't even know what the fuck it does, really. I mean, it's the same thing with the ice staff. We're not using it for the, we're not using it for this. We're using it for the charge, which I'm not going to show yet, but sure, like, everybody knows what it is. Oh, okay, there's the Panzer. So it literally makes him float in the air, and okay, I should probably, okay, I just missed the max ammo, but like I said, this thing's pretty good for ammo. So literally all you do with this is, you shoot it on the ground, you stand inside of the storm, and then, oh, okay, well, I guess when the Panzer weighs fucking 6 million fucking tons, he doesn't get picked up by the tornado for some reason, even though he just did. Thanks, Black Ops fucking 3. I thought I could trust you. The Panzer is still alive. Are we actually serious right now? I had a vision in which I was re-recording this part of the video because I didn't get far with the storm bow at all. I wouldn't count getting to round 12 as like an official attempt. I would obviously go back and re-record it, but that's not the point. I was envisioning myself doing that, and I was like, yeah, fuck that, so I need to lock in. I'm not trying to spend another 30 minutes trying to get the storm bow. But anyways, I might as well show off the best camping spot in all of, like, the entire history of zombies real quick, just because why not? It's right here, though I don't really want to waste my ammo. And the fact that this Panzer's still alive actually pisses me off. Like, I could die in this fucking corner. You die already, you fucker! You actual fucker. You actual fucker. Oh my gosh. Big P just decided to fucking... I don't even know. Anyways, let's peacefully return back to our training spot, and I will actually show off why this is amazing. Alright, so I've got a full train here. I'm just going to shoot this down, stand within this radius, maybe like move around a little bit because it's like one major flaw is that it is kind of slow and all the zombies are gone. It's similar to the ice staff. I swear Treyarch intentionally does this thing with their training spots where they will make the most god-given training spot ever, like this one, and then just put a fucking box in the middle of it. Or a something in the middle of it. In this case, boxes and a fucking, like, what looks to be a military truck. Oh, so I want to talk about, that coffee that I was drinking earlier today. The McDonald's latte, I think it was, a caramel latte. I didn't even know what the fuck the difference between a latte, macchiato, and a mocha was until earlier today. So yeah, I went to McDonald's and I had my caramel latte, and, like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, and I'm usually a pretty energetic person, even though I don't really sleep at all. So make that make sense. But anyways, I don't really drink coffee because I don't want to be dependent on, you know, like outward sources for energy. I still drink soda, which obviously has caffeine, but I don't drink energy drinks. I drink tea, but that's like, you know, a fourth of the amount of caffeine that a like an espresso would have, or just even a normal cup of coffee for that matter. But anyways, so I drank this caramel latte, and apparently it's a an espresso shot, which, you know, I know that an espresso is like a strong coffee or like concentrated coffee or something like that. I don't know, I'm not a fucking expert, but I know it's stronger than just like base coffee. But like, I started drinking it when I started my stream, right? And literally all I did for the next 2 hours while I was drinking the coffee was sit at my desk and move my hands and fucking arms and play video games. And then after the stream at like 2 p.m, because I finished streaming at like 11:30, I had to go to a dentist appointment. The only physical activity that I did between that stream and that dentist appointment was walk my dogs, and that only lasted like 8 minutes. So I was fucking wired during that dentist appointment. I could not stop jittering. They had to put shots in my mouth and stuff. My fucking blood pressure was like elevated, I think because my heart rate was like also elevated. I literally asked the dentist guy, for lack of a better term, I said, quote, "Am I going to explode?" Because they took my blood pressure, and then they were talking about the painkiller that they use and how it uses epinephrine, which speeds up your heart rate. I asked them, "Am I going to explode?" And then they said, "No, we're not using the one that has epinephrine in it." And I was like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, it took me like 10 minutes after getting the local anesthesia and numbing to like actually kind of sort of calm the fuck down. But after that, it was just pretty routine, although I would say I was pretty jittery the entire time still. But anyways, I think we have about a round or two left of training. This thing clearly doesn't really have too many issues with training, provided there is a good training spot. The ice staff would literally be the exact same, if not better. Maybe next video I do this on, I could switch the maps using mods. So I would use the staff on Der Eisendrache, whereas I would use the bow on Origins. That'd actually be really cool. Oh, hey, there's a Panzer. On the dog round, that is great for us. I'm just gonna spam this guy. Wow, 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 wow. Just turned my screen colors that I did not know my fucking screen could turn into. Anyways, that is the dog round. I think we are going to go to my preferred camping spot, which is just the Death Ray. Pretty simple camping spot. Just shoot the thing in that area, use the Death Ray, but we're actually not going to be using that because this is a quote-unquote challenge video, so we want to not use traps too often. And similar to Origins, I guess I'm not even really like camping, although I very well could, but I'm still trying to save ammo by like kind of local training and, you know, just doing that. But I guess I'll like actually camp this time. This is kind of the most mind-numbing gameplay though. You literally just kind of wait for the zombies to show up, and yeah, this is it. I could probably cut to round 25 and absolutely nothing would have happened, but you know, I'm a pretty... Alright, no more talking for the rest of the video. Alright, it is round 23. We have officially beaten the duration of survival by, I think, 2 rounds now with the Stormbow. And also, I think we're gonna have a Panzer this round, so that should be pretty interesting. And you would think that a weapon like this is boring, where you kind of just shoot it down and it just fucking works. No, not even a little bit. This weapon is fucking fun as all hell. I can't tell you why. It might be the screen shaking. It might be the fact that the fucking zombies get pulled up by the lightning and then fucking, like, you know, electricity shoots through their bodies and fucking explodes their limbs off. All right, the big P is starboard. You can hear him, and we're kind of just gonna spam him. Hopefully we get a max ammo of sorts. I actually don't really know the best way to like kill him. This is typically what you would have like an actual bullet weapon for on Der Eisendrache. I usually run this and a sniper or the haymaker or the brecci or something, purely just because of the Panzer. That's literally the only reason you need a bullet gun on this map, just because of the Panzer. Finally, we fucking killed him. Hopefully there's a max ammo, because I just used like a good third of my ammo on him. No, a third nuke. Wow. All right, well, I mean, honestly, I was gonna say this on round 30. We are on round 29 now. I think I'm just gonna call it here. We made the point with the duration of survival, with the fucking Stormbow. We also explored every topic and covered everything that we needed to cover. And there's a Panzer here, and I honestly don't really want to fucking deal with him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So we're gonna end the game here, but yeah, now we can get into everybody's favorite, and well, I don't know if it's your favorite. Nobody's ever seen this video before. We can get into everybody's part of the video that you guys clicked on this video for. Yeah, that made more sense. Okay, here we are. No script, and honestly, I was gonna make a lot better of like a image for this part of the video, but it's 5:28 in the morning, and Illumity wants to go to sleep by 7 in the morning. Anyways, we are going to get straight into it, starting with campability. Now, like I explained several times in the video, these weapons are pretty similar in terms of a lot of different things. Their single shot is pretty weak, not really worth mentioning, but their charge shot is a lingering effect that does infinite damage. And though both of them are the same, and I was glazing the shit out of the Stormbow, I actually do think the camp ability does go to Ice Staff, which is weirdly enough in Black Ops 6 for some reason. That's how I found this image. But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, they're pretty similar, except this one just does what this does, but faster. The Stormbow can only like grab 5 to 7 zombies at a time, whereas, I mean, after about a second or two of shooting down the Ice Staff charge shot, it's gonna kill all the zombies within the radius. Plus the Stormbow's radius likes to move around, which is kinda iffy. So yeah, in terms of campability, I think it goes to the Ice Staff. Although there is an argument to be said for the Stormbow because you don't actually have to reload it at all. So yeah, in terms of trainability, this one is even tougher. It's, like I said, it's pretty much like the campability thing where they are like kind of exactly the same. I honestly have no clue who I would give it to. Give me a second. I need to think of a pro and a con for like each of these. Honestly, the entire time I was thinking Stormbow for trainability, but I think I'm also going to give trainability to the Ice Staff. And I should note right now that if you haven't picked up on this already, the only thing that's relevant to how long we survived is the actual survival time stats. So I'll just put this in the Stormbow thing right now. So just because we survive longer with the Stormbow doesn't mean that I don't think these are better with the Ice Staff. Like I said, I'm fucking terrible at this video game. My argument though is that typically you want to kind of run a bit of a tight train if you want to do it like a successful train. Plus some spots on maps are just tighter in general, so you have to run a tighter train. But the fact that the Stormbow takes a little bit more time to kill than the Ice Staff, and it also moves its radius around, kind of just fucks with the overall like potential of its trainability. So yeah, that's why I actually weirdly enough think that both of these go to the Ice Staff. I thought this was going to be a bit more one-sided, but I guess I just am feeling insightful at 5:31 in the morning. Obtainment, unfortunately, maybe I'll have to change this this one in the future, but this one easily goes to the Stormbow. I mean, the obtainment feels better. It feels like more of a natural pathway. It feels more fun. It's actually cool and fun. I mean, the Ice Staff is cool like your first couple times, but like this is still cool as fuck. Especially shooting those pillars like far away and like igniting them. That is like super cool. I don't know, dude. That just feels cool as fuck. So yeah, without a doubt, obtainment goes to the Stormbow. Last serious category, immediate kill power. This one is once again up to both of them. I don't know, man. They both obviously deal infinite damage. I think I have to give it to the Ice Staff just simply because of what I was saying earlier. Whereas I was saying the whole time, this one takes longer, but this one like is obviously shorter. And since both of them are infinite damage, they both kill at the same amount of time, unless there's things that get in the way of that. Now the Ice Staff and the Stormbow both have a wind up when you shoot it down. You shoot it down, takes about a second or two for the radius to establish, then it'll start killing zombies. Only difference is, like I was saying earlier, with the Ice Staff, everything within the radius will immediately be killed or like start to freeze over and then eventually die. The Stormbow can only take about 5 to 7 zombies per second. So, I mean, you guys saw it earlier. I almost died while training near the middle of the radius with the Stormbow. So I think for that reason alone, I have to give immediate kill power to the Ice Staff, but this is a really close matchup, and at the end of the day, I still think the Stormbow is a better weapon. But with the categories that I very impulsively made without much thinking, I think the Ice Staff wins, and that's typically how a lot of these videos go. So if you don't like that, sorry, but I come up with the categories like fucking 5 minutes before I write everything down. So yeah, the true important category, aura, which doesn't count for any points, but it's the most important category. You see, this is also a very tough argument. Okay, so let's break down the Ice Staff's aura. The weapon itself, not too much aura, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks goofy. It kind of looks like steampunky, which that doesn't feel like too much aura. I'm sorry if you're not fucking versed in this and you're having to listen to me talk about this, but yeah, you clicked on my video, so the whole aesthetic of it isn't too crazy. I will say though, like freezing zombies and then them just falling over, that's fucking aura. And of course the infinite damage, that's aura as well. The reload sound is pretty cool. I think it's pretty obvious. Like I was describing earlier, just the fact that like this pulls zombies into the air, sends a fucking like trident of electricity through their body and then shoots their limbs off. I don't even need to say anything else. Like this just wins. But I will say other stuff. The design is cooler. It's lightning versus ice, and I mean, come on, like 98% of the time, lightning's cooler than ice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys thought of my rankings and how I structured this video. I'll probably change it up for the next one. I might keep some of the criteria in there. If you guys want to see your video ideas featured in a video like this, make sure to comment down below. Stay tuned for more future variety content as well. Yeah, I'm so fucking tired. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, peace.